Hey everyone, this is Lynn from Paper Peas. Today for hashtag Flip Through Friday, I am covering DCWV's Mariposa scrapbook pad. Now, I got this scrapbook pad maybe a few weeks during American Crafts Vault Sale, and I've been wanting to go through it, but you guys know I kind of been like, me and my flips have been a little stalled and derailed right now. So I figured this would be the perfect time for me to be able to cover the book, spend some time with you, talk, chit chat, have some fun, and flip through the book without going too fast. So let me start off by saying, once I finish filming this, I'm going to get my nails done. Mariposa, one of the things I like about it, it has all of this beautiful glitter on it. And I'm not a glitter person, but I think that it is appropriately placed in a lot of spots. This is gorgeous to me. This is, to me, one of the, and another thing I like about it too, is that the weight of the sheets. It's not heavy cardstock, but it's a good cardstock to where you could really work with this. Very nice. So we're only getting 2 pages per design. This is beautiful. This is really, really pretty. I like how they did this. I would probably say it's not just glitter. I said embossing too, okay? This is beautiful. I love how they have married a lot of the different colors. These are bold and vibrant colors, and they just pop off the page beautifully. You guys know I love a butterfly. This is just so pretty. I even think that within this paper pad, there's like a healthy balance of glitter, embossing, and flat pages too. Like little landing pages right here. It's pretty. I have always been fascinated by the look of butterflies. Not just the fact that it's a butterfly, but like a lot of other creatures, that they just come in so many different, I don't want to call them decorations, but they're just, if you find 2 butterflies sitting right next to each other and they look the same, I'd be surprised. I love how this looks. This gold foil on here is nice. One of the things that took me a while to purchase this paper pad, I didn't decide to buy it until American Crafts had their vault sale on. And it was about, what, $7, $8 is when I went ahead and broke down and got it. Because I know I spend $20-something on other things, but I couldn't break down and spend $22 for this pad. I don't know why. But when I did get it, I got myself 2 of them. I think it was $7.89. I believe the vault sale is still going on as of this filming. And so if this is something you're interested in, I believe they still have some of them out there. This is beautiful. Nice. I like this a lot. It almost gives off like this French country look a little bit. Very romantic at the same time too. When I first started like scrapbooking a little bit, I won't say scrap, when I first started purchasing scrapbook pads, I would just look at them. I found myself starting to slowly like hoard because I couldn't figure out where to cut here, where to cut that, because when I look at it, my eyes saw so many different things that could be done with one sheet, and I just was like, oh wow. And then I found myself just loving to look at the beauty of the paper. So that's one of the fun things about us as crafters. Those that have been brave enough to start a YouTube channel, especially around the crafting arena. I say this for those that have started in any arena, but it's, particularly, especially in the crafting arena, because in the crafting community, you have to make something. We can still design and do other things, but a lot of what we do really is based upon our own creativity. Now, I know there are a lot of people that, have creativity and do different types of designs. And, there's creativity in every form, but I have just noticed that a lot of crafters, doesn't matter if you're doing a junk journal, doesn't matter if you're doing tags, tickets, just a notebook, a planner, it really doesn't matter. In order to be able to do those things, you've actually got to see it before it comes to fruition. And I just really believe that a lot of crafters who do other types of things, there are a lot of crafters that do digital transfers, they do UV transfers, they create planners, they do art, they do painting. You have to be able to see it, and I applaud, I say this all the time. I think that when you can actually see it before it happens and create it, to me, that's a thing of beauty. And sometimes, a lot of times for us, have you guys noticed where we'll be working on something and we feel like it's going left and we just shift gears midstream and it turns out to be something else, and then we realize it's better than what we had originally thought or started off with? This is pretty. This is very nice. I genuinely draw a lot of inspiration from just listening to people. A lot of times I find that when I'm working on something and I hear someone talking, I sometimes can sense like the emotion in someone's voice and their joy while they're talking about what they're making is even more, it's enhanced by the fact that they have beautiful papers like these to work with. We are in love with beautiful paper. We are just in love with it. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We are in love with beautiful paper. And when we create digitals or we purchase papers like this, there is just so much that goes into it. And by that, what I mean is everyone is very proud of their work. And I will be the first to say, you should be. You really should be. A lot of us use crafting as a peaceful moment in time with ourselves. And I've always said, you know what, if you can have a peaceful moment to yourself and work with some beautiful paper and end up making something that is absolutely gorgeous in the meantime, I think that's a win-win all around. Now, what people do is they cater to our peaceful moments. They keep creating these papers. I myself too, I create digitals too. We keep creating these beautiful pieces of paper, and then we just keep having them over and over and again like this. This is gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. But I'm always excited to see what someone creates. My problem is when I am on YouTube, I'm watching. I got to remember, go back and thumb. And when I go and thumb, then I see something else. I got to remember to make my comments. So what I do a lot of times, I dedicate time to a crafter sometimes when when I'm like, okay, I hadn't seen anything from this person. Let me go out here and see what's going on. Because, sometimes these notifications, our stuff gets buried down in the notifications. And if I don't see something from one of you wonderful people, I'm coming out there looking for you. And you might start to see me say like on a lot of different things and comment. It's because I was like, okay, this got buried down in here. How did I miss this? So pretty. This is so pretty. Yeah. Beautiful. Just completely beautiful. So everyone, that is going to conclude the Mariposa Stack flip through. And thank you so much for taking the time to spend this time with me to cover it. I really wanted to look at the book, my doggone self, and I figured, you know what, this is the best time to do it with you. If you'd be so kind as to like, share, subscribe, come back and see me again, I greatly appreciate it. Take care.